80K performance coaches, parents, and athletes out there. It's Colin bringing you this week's Coach's Corner, and this week we're going to talk about tracking. Okay, we chat with a lot of parents that are well-intentioned to get their kids training, doing stuff on their own, and they want us to show them how to do some things. And that's definitely beneficial and is helpful. But the biggest mistake we see with athletes in our program and outside our program is they don't track anything. So if you have a high school athlete or a middle school athlete who's starting to go to the weight room and they're just kind of winging it and just going there, that's a recipe for disaster, because they're not going to know what they did last week. They're not going to remember how many reps they did, and then if they get injured, it's really hard to dig into what might have injured them. A lot of times when athletes are working out on their own, they're doing a lot of bodybuilding splits, so they're doing 5, 6, 7 exercises of the same muscle group to really beat up that muscle group, which is not a good idea, but that's for another talk later on. So we want to track what we're doing. How do we know if we're getting stronger? We have to track it. How do we know if we're getting faster? We have to time it. We have to track it. How do we know if we're getting being able to jump higher with good form? We've got to track it. So that's a really important piece to the youth performance landscape, and it can be done across all areas. You know, we got kids who know their free throw percentage, and we've got swimmers who know their times. There's a lot of tracking there. So if you want to improve it, you've got to know what your numbers are, and then from there, you've got to make some decisions and changes to see if you can impact that number. But if you're just showing up to the weight room and winging it, yes, that's you as well. All of you in our programming, you have the app. You better be tracking things. I know a lot of my athletes do, and there's a few that sneak through that don't. We can't keep moving forward if we don't know where we've come from. So tracking is so important. So make sure you're tracking it. Parents, if your athlete needs help with training on their own, we do a lot of training through our 80K training app. This helps us keep them accountable, track what they're doing, keep an eye on what they're doing, and make sure they're doing the right thing. So there you go. Hope this was helpful. Now go grab a piece of paper, grab an app, and go track your workout, and have a great day.